All opinions expressed by the program participants are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Upscale Love for You. The program participants' opinions are based on the information that they consider from their own knowledge. No expressions or accuracy is related to Upscale Love for You.
Farrah, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I was just saying some people have an addiction, and there's just certain people that are serial cheaters. They just cheat just because they can. And again, it goes back to the thrill of getting away with it. You know, so I don't know. I've cheated and I didn't have any reasons to cheat. I just did it because I was able to, and I was able to get away with it. Then I grew up. Then I was like, okay, this don't make no sense. I'd rather not be with anybody because I'm getting away with, I'm taking, instead of taking an inch, I'm taking a football yard, you know, and I'm seeing it's so easy. Why deal with anybody? You know, so there's,
I have a question for you when you said that. Because you said you did cheat, because you cheated because you felt because you got away with it. Did you ever get caught? And if you did get caught, did the thrill dissipate?
I've got caught and it was more nonchalant. Okay, you caught me. You want to break up? Okay. I'll break up with you.
But that means you was already finished with that person. Subconsciously or something.
Pretty much. Right.
That was, you just needed your shoot. You needed a way out.
Right.
That could have been
it. So it wasn't necessarily the adrenaline. It was more of rebellion.
That could have been, that could have been it also.
Rebellion. Right.
That could have been it also. But, you know, it's just sometimes, and I actually know people who are serial cheaters, and they will bring like their significant others to their house where their wives sleep in their bed, things of that. I've heard so many stories like that. Oh yeah, I've slept with this girl and didn't change my sheets, and I just wanted to see if my wife would smell
notice.
Or notice it.
No.
I know a lot of foul people, but
that's sociopathic. That's a sociopath. That's not a sociopath. That's not a normal person.
Right. But that person was a serial cheater. And the wife actually was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not even going to sleep with you no more. I'm married. You got good insurance. Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Kashim has his hand up. Kashim, tell us what you want to tell us.
Me?
Yeah, your hand is up.
Nah, I was just rubbing my face. I said,
no, you have your
on the computer. I do got my hand up. Okay, I understand. Now it's just really nothing that I got to say at a specific time. But I was just observing what Farrah said, and it makes a lot of sense. A lot of people just cheat for nothing, and because they can get away with it. It's not cool. You know, you can't play Russian roulette with nobody's life. That's right. And if you're a good person, you got any morals, you wouldn't do so.
Right.
So, I mean, I 100% agree. You know, I'm just observing right now, so I'm trying to get as much information as possible. I've been watching y'all guys for weeks now, so I love everything what I'm hearing right now. So I'm just looking forward to hearing some more. So y'all guys go for it. I'm just hearing right now.
Thank you. All right, so Anson, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I want to kind of piggyback off something that Farrah said, and I agree with it. When she was like, you know, why be with someone if she gonna cheat? That's, I mean, that's kind of been my mentality for years. Not because I feel like I'm gonna cheat.
Right.
It's just because the difficulty of being with someone, is it really worth it? I mean, I can go cut something and go home and go to sleep. They ain't been a problem for 10 years. Right. So why would I give up having that freedom to
when
deal
the right
with
person come along, you will.
Well, I'm waiting for that right person. But until that right person come along, I'm not finna be putting up with foolishness when I know I can get some cutting in on schedule, week to week. Because I have my son.
You have to be open to receiving that. If you're not open to receiving that, then you're not going to find it. It's not going to knock at your door.
Yeah, down here
because you're not ready for it.
Hard to be open to that. Well, it's not hard to be open to that. It's hard to get that.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to go to the next question that I have, and then I'm going to pass it on to my beautiful Dr. Locke for you. All right, so is the saying, once a cheat, always a cheat, a stereotype?
No.
Anybody? Miss Millie, you say no?
Nope. If I feel like it's not stereotype in most cases, because if it's a true cheater, they don't stop. They just stop for a minute.
But okay, you say they just stop for a minute, but what if there was someone who just gave into temptation that one time, repented and never did it again? Are they still considered a cheat? I mean, how my sister would say, a serial cheater. So once a cheater, always a cheater. So even though they said that was the first time, last time, not going to do it anymore.
In my opinion,
if they're going to do it again.
If they are truly a cheater, they're going to do it again eventually. That's my opinion. I've seen it. My ex was a cheater. He's married and been cheating the whole time he's been married to someone. So you can't tell me
he's a serial cheater.
He's a serial cheater. He's going to cheat.
Malik, come on back and give us your take.
Hey, Chocolate Pearl.
Hey, Malik.
And the family, my main man, Anson.
What's happening,
Millie. Dr. Locke. What's happening, family? What's up, Kareem? My opinion on a cheater versus you mean a serial cheater?
No, it's once a cheater, always a cheater, a stereotype. Do you think that if someone cheats only one time, are they considered a stereotype?
Well, you just said it. They're going to fall up under the category of the stereotype because some people can cheat once, feel bad, guilty about their girl finding out, or even if she don't find out, he sometimes you can have such of a good girl that your penis might not get hard if you start trying to cheat somebody else because your mind mentally is thinking about your girl, what she wouldn't do versus what you do. So I don't see a situation like that. Also, I see a situation where, like I said, you might be caught up in a situation where it's about to go down, and then you just say, I can't do it, baby. I can't do it, because the love you have for your boo, you know what I'm saying? And you can't do it. And like you said, you might get caught up in a situation where some kind of way you got over to her house from the club, you're having your cocktails and conversation, you end up there, and it's about to go down, and you're thinking about your girl, and you say, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So a serial cheater, like homegirl said, some people just got a doggy dog mentality. All right. So that means they're gonna cheat, don't give a damn if they got Halle Berry. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter. Because
Halle Berry's husband did cheat on him. So
exactly. And did.
Yeah. Each and every one of them.
Cheated on Beyonce.
And Beyonce, yeah.
Right. So if it's in you, if it's in your DNA, like you say, you'll do it. Now, Jada had a couple kids, stuff that might have got out of his system. He realized that sometime in life, it ain't what I learned. Remember this now. What I learned in life is this right here. It ain't what you gaining, it's what you losing. So if he keep playing around, he finna lose Beyonce. So he might be messing with another star.
Right.
But remember, it ain't what you gaining, it's what you losing. I learned that years ago. All
because everybody that cheat, I know my ex told his sister that I would never leave him no matter how much he cheat. But the day when I backed that 36-footer up and took everything out the house, he called her crying. Oh, she left me. You should have been knew it was coming.
Right.
Because I warned you.
Well, I know a lot of people. When I was living in Colombia, we had couples get together and we start talking about relationships and stuff. And one of the guys was telling us a story about someone else saying that he had a coworker who husband clearly cheat, had children outside of the marriage. Mm-hmm. And she said she was not leaving him. And that was because of security.
Mm-hmm.
It was security. They stayed together. She said, okay, he can cheat long as he bring that check to the house.
Yeah, that's some women.
So a lot of people, if it's a serial cheater, is it cheating if you find, if you know?
Well, I say love is blind. I really do. The way I just say love is blind. Some people tolerate it. They shouldn't. I mean, you see it right there in your face that this person do not want you. This person is disrespecting you constantly. So why would you want to just keep absorbing that, knowing damn well that it's not a good thing for you to do? It's not healthy. Mentally, it's not healthy.
Right.
You find yourself stepping out your boundaries. So why should you? So I agree with a lot of the things what the brother Malik says. He makes a lot of sense. I agree with all of y'all, but it doesn't make sense. And a lot of people do that. And you reap what you sow. They always say that. I do believe that two wrongs don't make it right, because she steps out, that don't give you the right. If he steps out, vice versa. But I think people just do that because they can. And what we have to realize as individuals, that anatomy that young lady has is hers. She can do what she want to do with that. Like I can do what I want to do. But if it's up to me, if I'm going to say, okay, this is what I have established with you, and this is what I want, and I don't want anything less. So I should give you nothing but respect. And that's all you deserve is nothing but respect. Because if I'm gonna call you my queen, you get nothing but respect.
All right.
Brothers don't want to do that. They want their cake and eat it too. Like a sister want their cake and eat it too. But I mean, it's to each his own. I say, stay wise and make sure you got somebody that's just like you, something similar to you, but not like you.
Shanika says in the chat, "What's good for the gander? Well, what's good for the goose?
Goose is
I guess
good
she
for
meant
the
to
gander.
say what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Not necessarily, Shaniqua, but I see your point. And Farrah agrees.
I say that because, can I say something real quick? I say that because if you don't want to be cheated on, don't cheat.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
But sometimes that doesn't matter. Like, you cannot cheat, but the other person is going to cheat. Like,
yep, they will.
And then when you cheat back, how dare you be mad? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That is true. I've watched
what you want me to give you.
Right. I've actually watched divorce court and these couples court where they actually, the man cheated, and so the woman retaliated and cheated back. And then the man got upset and thought that she committed murder because she cheated, but he cheated first.
Men can never take it the same way as a woman.
They can't handle it. They just can't.
No.
Like that movie say, that Marine movie, that guy say, you can't handle the truth.
Hello.
It's always this is what it's the what I do, you can't do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's how a lot of men think. A lot of men think that, oh, I'm a man. That's what men do. You can't do what men do. Just because you think you're equal don't mean that you could do what men do. And that's bullcrap.
Now, what you say about that?
I get tired of this chip on every woman's shoulder.
And they'll say every woman's shoulder now.
Watch out now.
Because I tell y'all this every week. I hear this every week because every week y'all say something. Oh, this man do this, man do that. Women do the same shit.
Both ways.
It goes both ways.
That's what I just said. You have if I do it and you do it, we're going to both do it. Don't get mad because you find out that I've done it. You cannot get extra mad. It's not a chip on our shoulders when it's the facts. A man will get in his feelings when his female is doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Okay,
I
said it's a chip on the woman's
or
shoulder.
being more.
Wait,
yeah.
what do you say?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said it's a chip on the woman's shoulder because if a man does the exact same thing a woman does, they be ready to raise hell. It's not justifiable. It goes both ways.
Yes, it
That's
does.
why I said it's a chip on the shoulder. Because
Not
I get
necessarily
tired
a shit.
I get tired of hearing
Who said that?
all this. I get tired of hearing all this man bashing.
Oh, okay.
I get tired of all this man bashing every week whenever something is wrong. And like women do the same shit.
No, I'm very accountable for my actions. I will never say that I'm not doing something if I'm not doing it. You're not going to blame me for something that I'm not doing. Because if I'm gonna do it, if you ask the question, be bold enough to get the answer. That's how.
But I'm not talking about you as a person or as an individual.
I understand
I'm talking about as a whole. I'm talking about as a whole. Every single week, there's all this man bashing. Oh, men do this, men do that, and women do the same shit every single week on everything y'all talk about.
I just think that we're more verbal, so that's why it seems like we're man bashing, because more women are on here that's verbal. So now if you get your friends to come on here, then you got more guys to come on. So invite somebody for next week.
Oh, Chocolate Pearl, I told my daughter constantly, I said, we ain't shit, but y'all ain't either. So
right.
I say, you know, it's a two-way street. And what you shine upon her, she gonna reflect that. Now, if you're a good brother, she ain't gonna do nothing but do some good things around you. That's something that he or she ain't got to worry about. But I agree with this brother. That brother was 100% right. It's just a lot of things that as individuals, man, we point the finger at each other. But I think like, okay, I'm not right, and shit, what you did ain't right. See, either we're gonna say we're gonna leave this alone, or we're gonna sit there and say this is something that's not gonna happen again. We already, we came to terms with that. We know that ain't nothing but feelings was hurting this. People was hurt behind this. And if you got children, they're gonna be devastated behind this. So I mean, it's so many different things to look at, but they can't just point the finger at us, brothers. We can do it both ways, point back and forth. But I think it's just all up to the individual in general that how we gonna get a better understanding so this shit don't happen. I mean, sometimes some young ladies can do what they have to do, and some young men can do what they have to do. But then it's a misunderstanding because, well, it's a lot of people that's not trying to do what y'all guys is not trying to do.
Yep.
So I mean, it's messed up.
When we start sounding off like that, that's when we're gonna get that same statement that that she just said about, oh, we act like it's the end of the world, because we just doing the same damn thing.
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
History we just repeating itself.
Oh, it's end of the world. Oh, yeah, like we can't do that. Like, we just doing exactly what you all do. Like I said weeks ago, I said we don't stand around the water cooler talking about our problems. We don't do that.
We do.
But whatever.
Yeah, we're more verbalized. That's
we
all.
do.
Right.
Y'all are.
Dr. Fabulous, you have something to say.
Well, I always have to come back and counteract with
your
my cousin Anson.
And
so, with that being said, Anson. Now, you say every week. I wasn't here last week. I wasn't here almost 2 weeks because I had some technical difficulties. And last week I was on the Royal Seas. But what I'm saying to you is, as a man, as a woman, people cheat.
Mm-hmm.
And when they get caught, that's when the hit the fan.
Right.
So, not necessarily that women are male bashing, because I do believe that when a woman cheats, she is more, how can I say, she's tactful. She knows how to strategize. And majority of the time, a woman get caught cheating because they want to get caught.
Because they want to get caught.
Because they want to get caught. Because they are really tired of the individual that they're with.
That's right.
And they're trying to find an out. So don't let it don't let it be in your mindset that women cheat and then they get caught. They don't get caught. They allow you to catch them. They allow you.
Can we segue into the next question then?
You sure can. Go right on in.
So
hold on, just one thing. Leah says in the chat, women cheat smarter.
And that's a segue. So the next question is, who is more likely to get away with cheating, men or women?
I'm gonna jump in and say women, because let me tell you, we're so strategic until we know exactly if we're gonna cheat. We're not gonna cheat locally. We're gonna take it all the way out somewhere where don't nobody know who you are.
Yeah,
nobody
right.
know your
We
name.
understand.
Look, I can be sharing for the weekend.
We're not driving our vehicle.
If you want to get caught, that's when you start dropping hints, allowing him to pick up on your trail, your scent. But a woman is very strategic.
Yeah.
And that's
Nancy,
all I
calm
got
down. Don't you took your medicine?
Oh, I took medicine, but I ain't taking my bedtime medicine yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait to hear all the foolishness. Go ahead. Y'all
okay,
continue.
I'm done.
All right,
I'm done.
we haven't heard from Cynthia Lyman. We're gonna go with her first, and then with Leah and Farrah. Cynthia, you're muted.
I had to figure out how to unmute on my cell phone. Okay. I'm gonna take it from a different perspective. Who gets away with it? Not in the realm of who's more.
Lost you, Cynthia.
You went back on mute by accident, Cynthia. There you go.
The fact that if they cheat, they get caught, no consequences are given, so to speak. So I say from that perspective, men get away with cheating without any consequences or retribution or whatever. It may be some, I'm sorry, I'm going to do better, but they're going to more than likely keep that relationship. There won't be breakups because of that, because women understand how hard it is to get a man. Some women will settle and say, well, at least I got a man. And I don't want to take that energy and effort to find a new man. So I'm going to keep what I have because I know the devil that I have.
So what you're saying is that we're more forgiving.
So I'm going to say men get away with cheating without having a huge consequence for cheating.
Because we're more forgiving, or
we're more forgiving in that realm. I think we are upset about it. We're going to say, oh yeah, you're going to pay for it, but we're more forgiving. We'll allow that, and you got to make up for it. Whereas I think if a woman cheats, more likely a man will just leave.
Because it's their ego.
Exactly.
Right, exactly. Look, Answer's saying no.
Oh, y'all are amazing. I swear y'all are.
That's just my humble opinion.
The way
I tend to agree with that. Yeah. Women have bigger egos than men. That's what Dr. Feelgood said.
Okay, well, my take on it is some things I learned years ago is a woman needs a reason and a man needs a place. And it can go down. And it can go down.
I agree.
So
I might agree with that.
Huh?
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Well, I hope so. Because when I speak from experience. Some things I done done. And what I'm also explaining is women are the best cheaters. Just like Dr. Faber said, they're more crafty. They're more methodical. And that's why we don't like.
Well,
that's
all
why
right,
we don't
for
like
vocabulary tonight.
Okay.
Excuse me? Okay. Well, I know we understand when y'all do a answer. We know when y'all do y'all girls trip, what it's all about, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like you say, but when you got a good relationship, just solid, like you and the brother, God bless the dead Tony, y'all didn't have to worry about that because y'all was compatible, you had good chemistry, if Tony went out with the boys, you weren't worried about him cheating because you took care of home. So if a woman take care of her business, and
exactly.
this is another thing I learned.
Exactly.
I learned this here. If a woman told me this years ago, she said, my main objective is to keep a smile on your face. If y'all keep a smile on a man's face and he does it back in return, before y'all jump all over me, but this is what she told me. She said, my main thing is to keep a smile on your face. That means she wants to please me. So that means that kind of cuts through a lot of the riffraff people trying to flirt and stuff, because she's doing everything I want. She's doing the toes. She's doing the ears. She's doing, everything I want. You feel what I'm talking about? So when you get everything you want, then it's not much room for Aisha, Teresa.
Okay.
But he broke it down.
Let's go to Leah and Farrah. I know, Anson, you've had your hand up, but Leah and Farrah haven't had a whole lot of chances to talk. So let's go with Leah and then Farrah. And Mr. Malik, Dr. Feelgood says you can't get all of that in one woman. So there's that.
But we'll talk about that after Leah and all them.
Okay.
Leah?
He has a bad connection. Go ahead and go to the next person.
Okay, Farrah.
I was going back to what Dr. Fabulous said about women being more strategic. I remember when I was young, trying to be a player. What I did was I had 3 guys named Anthony. So I was able to keep track of which Anthony. It was Aunt, Tony, and Anthony. So I was able to be like, okay, Aunt, okay, Tony, okay, Anthony, and never, so that's what I agree with Dr. Fabulous. We're more strategic. Excuse me. We put more strategy and thinking into what we do. Even though men may be able to maneuver more easier than we do, we're able to. We're put way more thought and effort into the cheating, so we won't get caught, so we won't ruin our situation over here. Let me think on how that's what went wrong with the man on the boat. He didn't think, oh, maybe my wife will pop up, maybe she got sick, maybe he never thought about, oh, my wife's going to pop up. He didn't think that was going to be a scenario. That's how he got caught. I don't know if I explained that right, but it sounded right in my head.
It sounded good. We understood.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Okay, Mr. Anson.
All right. The question is, who's more likely to get away with cheating, correct?
Yes.
Men or women? I would say I initially thought that the only person that could actually suffer a penalty from cheating is the person who cares about their relationship, but I will retract that statement and say women do. Women are more likely to get away with cheating simply because everything that a woman does is justified, no matter how wrong it is.
Yeah. Can you elaborate on that?
So women could be the scum of the earth, but they're going to find a reason to justify them being the scum of the earth. And then other women going to back them up for their wrong reason.
I got you. Whatever we do, we feel that we have a reason of why we do it. Is that what you're saying?
Basically.
But whatever a man does, they don't have a justification for that. They just do it.
You got other men simply trying to back up women. No matter how right.
But when a man does something, do you feel that they try to justify or want to justify everything they did of why they're doing it? Or is it just women have those type of antics?
I think everybody wants to justify what they're doing, but women have a security blanket of other women backing them up, no matter how wrong it is. I never forget a few years ago when they had this Cardi B trial going on, where when she was a stripper, she was drugging men, going to hotel rooms with them, and robbing them blind, and set it up to where gay men could come in and have sex with them drugged up. But nobody would call for her to get any kind of penalty. You had people like Joe Budden talk about, oh, she lived a hard life. She did what she had to do. No matter how wrong it is what she did, it was justified.
It's justification. But if a man did that, he's just dead wrong.
You got Bill Cosby in jail because of allegations that happened 6 years ago or 30 years ago. And none of it was proven. There's absolutely no evidence of it, but he's getting put through the media reel and the ringer about something that supposedly happened over 30 years ago. But Cardi B, when she was a stripper, living a rough life up in New York, everything she did was justified no matter how wrong it was. And I think everybody will agree that drugging a man and robbing him and having another man come in and have sex with him while he's drugged up is wrong as hell. But you had too many people justifying what she did. So because of that example, because that's an example of why I feel that women have an easier role in cheating, because everything they do, they want to justify it and get other people justify it for them.
Okay, valid point. Mr. Malik.
Yes, Miss Laura. My hand was still from the last time, I guess. But you said something that Dr. Feelgood said, that a man can't find everything in every woman.
Everything in one woman.
Oh, everything in one woman.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree.
Or one person.
Yeah, well, if I find, that's the ultimate thing, which is to find someone who's willing to do everything, anything to be your everything. So you only got so much expectation that you want, meaning your thrills and your exotic thoughts and your fantasies. If you do find that woman that caters to all of that, and she's still loyal to you, dependable, considerate, trustworthy, most of all, forgiving, you got it. You got it all in one woman. You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, when you done had many women, multiple women like myself, it is, and I done had some fun, trust me. And but you can find everything in one woman. It's a mind state. You have to be ready to settle down, and then once you get with that person, y'all put all hearts on the table. You saying what you like, so there ain't no expectations or no surprises. It can be done. It can be done. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's my humble opinion now. I mean, he can say what he feels, that's him, but I think you can.
Okay, well, that leads us to our final question for tonight. Excellent segue. And that is, can you be polyamorous and a cheater? Can you be polyamorous and a cheater?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because
give us your take, Anson.
Cheating, the whole act of cheating depends on what someone's considered cheating. So having sex is cheating in most people's eyes with someone else. But if you're in an open relationship, that might not be considered cheating depending on how you go about doing it.
Okay.
So you have certain people that believe there's a such thing as emotional cheating. You have like Dr. Feelgood said earlier, attention and gratification could be considered cheating in your partner's eyes. So there can be, it all depends on what you consider cheating. And if your partner does that, then yeah, they could be cheating.
Okay.
This all depends on what you think cheating is.
All right. I think Farrah had her hand up for a second. Farrah, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was saying if I'm understanding the question right, you can cheat if you're in a relationship with multiple people. If those other partners don't know that you're actually involved with somebody else, or at least trying to bring somebody else in, that is cheating. I watched too much Big Love and all of that on TV to not know that. Yeah.
So when you're polyamorous, you are, or you tend to have multiple relationships, right? But part of being polyamorous is also being transparent. And we've talked about this a lot. So if you're being transparent and you're saying, hey, I'm with Malik and Anson and Dr. Dr. Feelgood. So am I cheating because they already know this? Or is it just me being in multiple relationships?
I think it's you being in multiple relationships, because my uncle told me something years ago. He say, if like say me and you, Dr. Hold on.
Lark?
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Lark. If me and you kicking it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got me a girl on the side.
Mm-hmm.
You have a man on the side, another man on the side, right? Mark told me years ago, that ain't cheating, because both of us doing the same thing. That's not really cheating. Both of us, it's like you said, it's consenting that we got an open relationship. I'm doing my thing, you doing your thing. When we get together, we do our thing. So it ain't really cheating if you doing what I'm doing.
Right. That's different. You said that's an open relationship. Mm-hmm. Cheating is somebody not knowing that you're doing it.
Right.
So you know that I have somebody on the side, and I know that you have somebody on the side. So that's not cheating. That's just some crazy relationship you have going on.
It's an open relationship.
All right.
So that's not cheating. But if, like what Dr. Fabulous said earlier, Malik, where she had a work husband, and her husband knew about her work husband, but her work husband's wife didn't know about Dr. Fabulous. Correct. So when she said something to her, hey, work husband, and the wife seen it, it was so possibly that wife, her reaction was, okay, what's going on? Y'all cheating or something?
Right.
Mm-hmm. In a sense, he was cheating in a sense because he didn't tell her.
Right.
Right.
But it wasn't nothing really going on. It just play. They at work.
Right. But I'm just saying,
a work wife, work husband.
Right. But what I'm saying, in a sense, he kind of was cheating because he didn't tell. He hid it from his wife.
He wasn't transparent.
Right.
In his
he
dealings.
hid that from his wife.
Well, he probably felt it wasn't nothing. It ain't no sense. He might have a wife that's really low self-esteem and can't understand that. So he just said, let's just keep it like I know the real deal. We just tease it. Just play teasing. That's all we're doing.
Right.
So, and her husband understood it because they had, like I say, a good connection. So if you got a good connection, and I learned this years ago, Dr. Lark, everything understood don't need to be explained.
That's
I don't have to explain it.
I agree with that.
Right. So if you know it, but sometimes you got women that got low self-esteem, they've been hurt, drugged through the mud, and then you trying to banish them, bring them back up, get them like you want them, but they still like somebody in the military, they shell shock. So anything flap like that, they like, you been doing this? They go bananas. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my take on that.
Okay, Honey's retired, and then Shaniqua.
What I wanted to say is, I wouldn't think if it was cheating if everybody knew about it, like in that ship. But if one is not telling the other one, it's considered cheating.
Right.
Because if everybody in the ship is on board, it's gonna be all right. But everybody don't be on board because somebody don't want to tell somebody about somebody else,
Right.
That's cheating.
Agreed. Shaniqua?
Yeah, hello? This ain't Shaniqua, this is her husband, but I'm going to speak on that.
Ricky.
What up,
Ricky.
What's up, family, everybody? But listen, right? It's not cheating if everybody knows, you know, you don't keep no secrets, nothing. This is what I'm gonna do, blase. It's good, right? But now a lot of people do cheat by you could cheat without even touching anybody, this and that, just by eyes. So that's considered cheating. You're trying to sneak and look at girls while you with your girl or whatever the case is. That's because a form of cheating. But if your girl knows about it, and y'all look at stuff together, like, oh, look at that fat ass. You think that's real? This and that. You got that relationship. That's not cheating. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. When she looking at a guy, because it's like when you buy stuff for your mates and stuff like that, you do look at females or guys. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, oh, that shit would look nice for that or this and that. But you know what I'm saying? You could look and cheat with your eyes. So it's like you gotta have that relationship that talk to like, yo, heck with it. Yeah, she had a fatty. Look, I ain't gonna front and pretend I'm not looking. You gotta just be real. They not going, no one is going anywhere if everything is real. That's it.
That's right. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Y'all agree with me?
Definitely agree with you.
We're gonna give him a little props.
Yeah, you on your thing.
That's
you on your thing.
Oh yeah,
I
forgot.
Well, I said a lot of good stuff. I ain't getting no touchdown.
Sorry. You got it.
All right, but look,
he kind of knew. He comes in and out, so you know, you all the time.
What was that love when I said
in the background listening.
And listen, Dr. Good, right?
Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah, but you know, it's different. I'm gonna say Dr. Good. I don't feel comfortable saying feel good. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But anyway, but it's
point taken.
Point taken. All right, but anyway, so basically that's everything. And there was one thing that was on my mind. All right, so it's that is, and then plus, yo, as people get older, a lot of young people cheat. They have the energy, they could run around this and that. When you get older, you get tired of that. Like, I don't understand. Like, one person can deal with like 2 or 3 different girls. Like, yo, you don't have time for yourself. You killing yourself.
But is it cheating if you're not in a relationship?
I didn't hear you. Say it again.
Is it cheating if you're not in a relationship? If you have multiple people that you just seeing, is it cheating?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's
but
cheating.
You're not in a relationship,
because,
Ricky.
It's no commitment. There's no commitment.
There's no commitment.
How it can't be cheating.
All right, if there's no commitment, right? Why wouldn't you tell a person?
Absolutely.
You do.
So that means you hiding. So that means you lying. Ain't lying considered cheating?
Exactly.
I always do. I have
Another
some
point about Ricky,
and then I just have people I chill with. So the people I chill with know about my finances, but you know what I'm saying? It's just it's a total different thing. Am I considered cheating?
No. You consider cheating if they don't know. If your final thing don't know, like, oh, that's your homeboy or your friend, or you chilling over there, he don't know, that's cheating. I'm sorry.
You out of sight, out of mind.
And that's cheating. That's still hiding. Whatever goes in the dark come to light.
Okay, so I need to tell everybody.
Yes, it's all about you.
But you don't have to tell.
I have somebody else.
No, you don't have to tell everybody that you have.
They would
if
you tell them, they would respect you even more and want to mess with you even more. Like, oh, I could believe in Shorty. She didn't have to tell me that.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right, Rick. You're so right, because I do have a couple of people who know about other people, and they say the same thing. You know, I respect you for telling me.
Facts. And they ain't going nowhere. They like you. They like you. What are they going? Like, come on.
Keep it 100.
Because
this person calling you sick head, I don't want to hear nothing. Don't you come out your mouth with nothing now.
Yeah.
All right,
if you're transparent with me and you tell me, hey, look, you know, you're not the only person I'm seeing. I'm dating other people.
That's it.
Hey, I'm good.
Exactly.
But when you tell me, hey, you my one and only, and then I see you with somebody else, yo, bro, what
that's
happened?
Considered cheating. You're right.
Yeah, that's cheating. You don't need to hide nothing. You're a grown ass woman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't need to hide nothing. Like, yo, this is me, my name. Okay, you gonna deal with it or not? Like, what's up?
This is me. This is just how
and
I
Dr.
get down.
Fabulous always gets a little choked up about this. But when my married boyfriend asked me about, you know, my friends, I'm like, yo, did you ask your wife about that?
Yup.
I mean, did you? I saw a picture with you and your boo. Did your wife see it? You know, so
Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, don't you say that, Dr. Lark, because you make me choke every time you say that.
Okay, Shaniqua, and then Anson's gonna finish us out. Oh, not Shaniqua.
Yeah, we did it already. Go ahead.
That's it. Okay.
So Anson.
Anson and then Kashin.
Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say. I was laughing too much over here.
All right, so let's go to Kashin instead.
I'm right there with Eric. I was just sitting there laughing, and I was absorbing a lot of that. But I mean, I say that she can do what she want. He can do what he want. If they got a good understanding, then I mean, ain't nobody doing anybody cheating. I mean, she's telling like, yo, this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. This body belongs to me. It has nothing to do with you. So let's get technical about that. That shit is hers. It's not in mine. So you got to keep yourself humble in all ways about that. It's just, wow, I do believe in like, yo, you don't have to just look at something else to say, yo, okay, I'm attracted to this person. I don't give a rat's ass about you. I mean, for me to tell my wife, don't look at nothing else, I'm lying because I look all the time. You got eyes to look. If you take it another step further, then you're cheating.
Yeah.
You have lies, you got eyes to look. So to say that you don't look at another person, you're lying. He or she both lying because I look at other women. I'm going window shop, but I'm not buying. And that's what it's all about.
I can look at the menu, I just can't order.
Exactly. That's all. That's all. Keep yourself right. Don't
even off the dollar menu.
You can't even get nothing off the dollar. No, please don't get nothing off the dollar menu
either.
The value meal.
No.
You better happy that at home.
If you gonna get on that menu, you better get something that's the full price. You better not get no value menu.
Oh my God.
Make it worth it now. Make it worth it.
All right.
All right. Anson, and then back to you, Dr. Fab and Dr. Feelgood. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
All right, I remember what I was gonna say. I cannot
30 seconds or less.
I cannot equate lying with cheating. It's not the same thing. Because everybody lies, everybody don't cheat.
That's true. That's true.
I can't equate this.
I'm gonna give you that one answer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And do you know what the thing is? The no-tell rule. You don't ask, I don't tell.
I don't tell.
There you go. So we're gonna turn it over to Dr. Feelgood. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was done.
Oh, okay.
What I wanted to say was I spent several years in the swingers realm. I wasn't a swinger, but I was at swinger parties. And they have a rule, right? They're swingers, so you would think that they don't care about anyone having sex with someone, right? But their rule is that they have to present their partner with who they want to have sex with first.
Right.
Oh.
And
that's true.
The rule of swingers. If you go behind your partner's back,
you're considered
to
cheating.
Have sex with someone, they will consider that cheating.
Right.
So,
and you can't go off with them privately. Everybody has to know what's going on, and you can't close doors. Oh, I'm sorry.
Y'all right here, all in the same room, just getting it in, pretty much.
Well, no. Actually, it depends on what it is. Some places actually have rooms.
Not necessarily, because I was at a party one time where the guy I was friends with the guy who was throwing the party, him and his lady. But in the middle of the party, in the middle of everybody, in the living room, in front of everyone, we was talking, laughing, having a good time. And she say, Anson, loud and clear, loud to the whole room clear. Anson, whenever you're ready to go to the room, I'm ready. Just take me. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm sitting up here literally having jokes and talking with your man. Like, I'm thinking in my head, like,
but that's just the morals you have.
Hey yo, brother, man, that would really be like, wow, that's unbalanced, man. I'm sitting there talking to my homie, but this girl want me to smash it. I would feel some kind of way, man. And I'm jumping off the dresser drawer, and I was just talking to you.
Right.
I mean,
we enjoyed the conversation, but you just felt like it was important for you not only just to say that, but to say it in front of everybody.
Everybody? Oh man.
The whole damn party. the music stopped. Like, oh my God.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I want to add. Oh, also want to say that people cheat because they don't care. That's what I learned. That's the only reason why people cheat, because at the end of the day, they just don't give a damn.
They don't care about your feelings.
That's why I cheated. I cheated because in my mind, the relationship I was in was already over.